not the prophetic predictions about him,
There we
not
go.
the religion about him, not what the ecclesiastics say about him, not what the pope, the priest, or the prelates say about him, but I want to know him. I want to know him. Now, when I first read that, I was a little confused. I was somewhat confused because history tells us that when Paul wrote this, he was in his late 50s, only 2-3 years away from going to live with God, which suggests to us that Paul was not a rookie, he was a proven veteran. He was not a theologue, he was a theologian by this time. And yet, we hear Paul talking like a beginner. Listen to what he says, that I may know him. I was somewhat confused by that, so began to look at it a little closer. You see, my problem was I thought he already knew him. After that cataclysmic encounter that he had on the Damascus Road, where he encountered the reigning, ruling, resurrected Christ, who knocked him off of his beast and asked him, Saul, why is it that you keep on kicking against the prick? And he cried out, Lord, who art thou? I thought he knew him. And after that metamorphic experience he had when he went down to Ananias' house and the scales fell from his eyes, and Ananias told him all of the things that he would have to suffer for the name of Christ, I thought he knew. And after he went up to Jerusalem to join the church and was introduced to the church by Barnabas as no longer persecuting Saul but now praying Paul, I thought he knew him. And after he graduated from the Arabian seminary in the desert, in only 3 years, I thought he knew him. And after that rhapsodizing experience where he went up and saw things in the third heaven that were unlawful to talk about back down on earth, I thought he knew him. And after writing 13 of the 27 books of the New Testament, surely this kind of man would know him. But out of the recesses of his own soul, I hear him crying out in agony that I may know him. He drove me back to my study because I wanted to know, what did Paul mean when he cried out that I may know him? I discovered that this word is genosis, and it has a Hebrew heritage, yada. And that word simply describes to have an intimate, personal, fulfilling relationship. And he was saying, I want to know him more than a casual acquaintance. I want to know him more than just information about him, but I want to have an ever-growing, intimate, personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Paul says, I want to know the person of Christ, but not only